Good to go.
What are you drinking, scotch or whiskey?
Bourbon.
Bourbon. Look at you, all fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Devil Dog, when were you at Lejeune?
I was there from 88 to 93.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah. Second FSSG, and then Marine Corps base.
Were you with
That's
base?
nasty.
Yeah.
Fucking Marines.
Okay, I think we're good. It is it's 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern on the East Coast. It is Friday night, and that means only one thing. It is the Friday Night Roundtable. I'm your host, the Spaniard, keeping it tight, and you got it on Black Sheep Bravo's Friday Night Roundtable. We got an excellent show tonight. We have a Marine and paranormal investigator, Marty Bonington, on. So before we get to him, we're going to do our quick check-ins, and then we'll introduce our guests. So we're going to start off with Ogre first. From now on, we're going to start off with Ogre. So we're going to go to Stanley Ogre Manor and go to his check-in.
Oh, that's new.
Look at that.
Oh, I like that.
Damn.
Hey, how's it
All
going?
right.
Rough week of work, but other than that, I'm still above ground, so I guess I can't complain too much, and really don't have much of anything.
Fucking
So
hey,
let's
at
move
least
on to
you're
the
here.
next one.
At least
Fucking
you're
A.
here. All right, we're gonna go up with Doc from the PA. Tell us, Doc, what ails us?
Oh, hey, what is going on, everyone? I just want to throw out there that if you're in public, people are more than likely watching you, so if you're going to pick your wedgie and then smell your finger afterwards, yeah, people saw you. Here's to
Really?
you,
Yeah,
woman at
saw that.
Walmart.
Oh, Walmart. Yeah. Well, we'll have to find out more about that. Fucking A. All right, we're gonna go head over to the Bronx with
Like
Devil
pizza.
Dog. Tell us what's going on in the Bronx.
What's going on? It's been a busy week. You know what? We got a couple of unfortunate shootings at the precinct that we got to deal with. But hey, it's expected. The weather's getting warm. When the weather gets warm, they come out to play. So we'll get on top of it. Other than that, it's a good Friday, man.
There you go. Ogre has. I think Ogre, you got some.
Yeah, hey, Devil Dog. That's I remember. I was gonna say before we started. Saw a thing on Facebook with some kid in the Bronx, like started opening fire on the fucking street.
That's exactly my precinct. I'm doing the investigation now. This guy did it in daylight. You saw the little
It was
baby.
broad
running
daylight.
for
They
her
had
life.
like the surveillance camera video. This dude just like whips out a gun and there's kids walking and shit. They hit anybody?
Yeah. No, thank God he didn't hit no one. But unfortunately, it is my precinct that we got that investigation.
Damn, man. Yeah, I'm not.
Must,
You know what?
Must have been in the Navy. He didn't hit anybody.
Yeah, he's probably in the Navy.
But
Stupid Navy.
Navy.
That's right.
Fucking
Those Navy
Navy.
guys can't
Yeah,
shoot.
I don't think I'm gonna come visit you anytime soon. I'm gonna either that. I'm gonna make sure I have my Kevlar with me. All right. Speaking of Kevlar,
Always waiting.
we're gonna be talking. We're gonna head over to our guest. He's been waiting here in the wings here. We have a United States Marine and a paranormal investigator here, Marty Bonington. Welcome to the show, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me, guys. Well, Spaniard and I were in the Marines together back freaking late 80s, early 90s.
Don't even say how.
Wow,
many
you
years
guys
ago.
are old as fuck.
Shut up, Doc.
Man, we are.
But look
Seems
at
like
us.
it was
We
just
look
yesterday.
sexy still, man. Yeah, we look good.
That's right. We still
But
young.
I'm down in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been here since I got out in 92. Worked for a health insurance carrier for the last 20 plus years and have been doing the paranormal investigation for the last 5 years.
Fucking
That is
A.
badass. So what's where do you do this? Where do you do this at?
The investigating?
The investigating, yeah.
Well, pretty much everywhere, all throughout the Southeast. We've been to Louisville, Kentucky, up to Waverly Hills Sanitarium. We've done some local stuff here. Things that you've seen on like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, like Hales Bar
Watch it every
Dam,
Friday.
South Pittsburgh. The South Pittsburgh Hospital. There's
Well,
a
we have
place we like
a
to get in
first question
Kentucky.
here from our audience for you.
Awesome.
A Marine and a paranormal investigator. Is there a difference?
Oh,
Oh man.
Look at that.
Wow.
I think as a Marine, you're trying to get them to be something that you can study as a paranormal investigator.
Wow, man, that is badass. Hey, now, Marty, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Rochester, New York.
New York. So, like, I'm noticing that accent now. You've been in Tennessee for a while, haven't you?
I've been here for 27 years now.
Yeah. Wow.
I know it.
Wow.
That sounds. I think that sounds sexier, man. I think the Tennessee accent
like a
sounds way
local.
better than the upper New York
Hey,
accent. What do you guys?
don't
think?
Yeah, I don't
fuck
know
with New
about
York,
that.
all right?
I don't know about that at all.
New York accent is gay.
Yo, shit.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
Doc.
we're
I
gonna start a
expect
war
better
with
from you.
that one. in
Gay.
itself. Now, Marty,
Fucked up,
here's my question. Here's my question for you. How did you? What got you interested, or what got you started in doing this paranormal investigating?
My wife actually got me interested. She loved the shows, and when we started dating, we would watch them, and just I would sit there and think, oh hell, I don't want to watch these guys on the camera. I want to see what evidence that you're seeing. If they're saying, oh look, there's something down the hallway there, I don't want the camera to stay on me.
Right.
I want to see the evidence that you're picking up.
Was there
So,
any show in particular?
that did that?
Yeah.
Casper.
Or
Ghost
the
Hunters.
one that inspired you and your wife?
She was a big Ghost Hunters fan.
Okay.
Okay.
She was a big Ghost Hunters fan. And then we kind of stopped watching it a few years back. Just it didn't seem to have, it wasn't as good as the original was. I don't know if it
Yeah,
got too TV, too Hollywood.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hollywood. I think it got too
Yeah.
Hollywood, commercialized.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So and then about 5 years back, a guy that we work with, he led a team and invited us to go out to the old South Pittsburgh Hospital. So we went out there, and we've been hooked ever since.
Wow.
Nice.
Just had a great time out there. Caught that was the first time that I actually caught evidence, and it scared the shit out of me.
Wow.
All right. Well,
'Cause-
tell us about that. Tell us about
Well,
that
we were-
incident.
We were carrying our recorders, and it was a few days afterwards, and we were sitting around the house, and I was listening to it, and I got to a part where I was in a stairwell, and all of a sudden on my recorder, someone goes, "Help me."
Wow.
I was like, and there was nobody there. I was like, holy shit, what the hell was that? I listened to it about
Yeah.
5 times, and then I gave it to her, and I was like, what do you hear here? And she's like, oh, hell no.
Yo, man.
Wow.
I just got the chills right there.
Oh,
That
man,
is
it
deep.
gave me the chills. I was like, man, I got to keep doing this now.
Man.
Yeah,
Now,
but
do
aren't
they
you
do that-
scared that you're gonna provoke some demon and they're gonna come around and kill you or something?
No, I mean, that's not the way that we do it. We don't try to provoke.
You don't
anything
provoke.
just
No,
because I don't
Doc,
want to.
because they're
No,
not
yeah,
there.
you're not
That's why.
provoking. I'm just here trying to record you guys and.
I mean, that's really about
antagonize
it. Just try to be respectful of them. But it also depends on where you're at. We've been to a state penitentiary twice, and when you're there, we're going to provoke you there, because that seems to get the action.
So
So we've
walk
been
us through
we've
that,
been
like,
called
when-
mother effers and
You
everything.
could say it, dude. Don't worry about it, man. Doc,
Well,
Doc, Doc gave us the green light to swear, so we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
When
So,
did Doc get in trouble?
When you got scared, was that one of your first times, or where was that at? Where was that at? I'm speaking like I'm British. Where was that in your progression of investigating? When you got that first, that
First
sound?
one, that was our very first investigation.
The first one.
That was the very first
Wow.
one, and that kind of hooked me right there. I was like, oh man, we got to keep doing this.
Yeah.
And so we started doing more with the team, and after a couple investigations, they asked us if we wanted to actually join the team, and so we did, and we've been going ever since. We try to do about six to 10 a year.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, I'm posting up I'm sharing our the screen here. This is the Paranormal Research Ghost Investigations. This is the group you belong to.
Yes, that's our Facebook page.
Okay.
Man,
Now,
cool.
yeah. Now, how did you find this team?
We work with a guy who
Okay.
was the founder, the guy whose hat you see down there. That's Mark.
Wow.
He was the leader of it. He was the founder of it. And so we just kind of joined up with him.
Man, yeah, that is unique because
cool.
I know my wife and I used to watch. I think probably the same show, and yeah, we kind of felt the same way. It got a little, maybe commercialized or just it was like over the top.
Right.
But just that whole element of going into old places. So have you found is that what it is? Is it the oldness or is it something that bad or tragic happened there? What have you found that seems to be a pattern?
Yeah. What's the timeline? Like the
Typically-
1800s?
No. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like the Hales Bar Dam, that was 1900. That was 1900s. I think it was built in 1908,
Wow.
and it closed down probably about 10, 15 years after it was built because there was a constant leak in it. So they had to move the dam about 6 miles downriver because of the rock that they had built the dam out of. It was actually cracking in the dam, so they couldn't sustain it there.
Wow.
But it really depends. We've been to a Civil War plantation, so we know that
Nice.
we've caught 1860s. Hales Bar Dam, actually, there's Native American history around there, so we think that we've caught Native American spirits there.
Wow, that's
Smoke them if you got them.
that's
There you go.
something else, man.
We try to research where we're going, see what kind of history is there. Being in the South around here, Civil War is huge.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you taken a scientific approach to this? Did you come into it with skepticism?
Oh, I'm a complete skeptic. If
No
it
shit.
is it isn't paranormal unless I just can't figure out what it is. If it's just something that cannot be explained, then it's probably paranormal. But at the same time, I'm very much a skeptic. It has got to be something that is just we have no idea. What you don't see on TV is you can have an 8-10 hour investigation. Well, that means you've got about 8 to 10 hours of footage of audio to listen to.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So we do that, and I mean, out of 8 hours, you may pull out 3 or 4 items that last just a few seconds, and we
Wow.
go through that. We'll listen to those. We'll pass around the evidence that we think we have, and if there's any question about whether or not we think it's actually evidence, then we just toss it out. It's got to be something of we truly can't explain what this is.
Right. So, Marty, have you ever come across anything demonic, like a demonic possession? That's what intrigues me when I watch these shows. Or you're afraid that you're going to take home, whatever spirit. That's why my wife doesn't watch. She doesn't like to watch it. She says it's bad, whatever in the house. I still watch it. I'm intrigued by
juju.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you afraid that you're going to bring a demonic possession home, man?
No, because that's just not how we are. We don't think
Devil
that.
dog? Really?
Hey, I love ghost hunters, man, and I know all about
I'd
the
be
EVPs
scared
and all
shitless
that.
about that.
Of what?
That's the only
Of
reason why I
what?
would
No,
never
and-
do it.
Have you ever come
There's
across that, Marty?
Ooh.
there's so many different theories on taking things home with you. Some people think if you take a piece of that location with you, that you could bring a spirit back with you. We definitely don't do that, and we've been to some pretty mean places, and nothing's ever followed us home.
Oh, that's good.
Hey,
when
when
they-
And if we're actually worried and think something may follow us home, we have a prayer that we'll do at the beginning of the
Okay.
night, basically saying, "You're here. This is where you're staying.
The power of
You
Christ
cannot come
compels you.
home with us."
Oh, is it sage? I heard burning sage is really good.
Yes, we do. We do carry sage with us too.
I'm burning a couple other couple herbs that might help. I think with
I'm just
that.
gonna burn it with the end of my barrel on my AR-15.
When you guys find out that the ghost was Old Man Johnson, the owner of the old rundown carnival, does he get arrested or do they just like let him go? Oh, you meddling
meddling
kids would have got away with it.
Yeah.
And
When
the
you walk
baddest
past the
ghosts are
cold
humans,
space in an area, do you realize that it's just like a crack in the window?
we checked that.
Yeah.
We looked to see if there are vents around.
Do you have
Anything
your
that we can.
spectrometers?
We do.
Damn.
Ultraviolet cameras?
Yeah,
You
we
go
do.
ultraviolet or infrared for ghosts?
We've got both. We have.
Wow, look, Ogre,
ultraviolet.
I'm impressed that you did
Damn,
your
Ogre.
homework here. Holy
That'll
shit!
get you.
Wow.
Look at
That's
Marty.
the
He doesn't do this
ultraviolet
normally.
Ogre's an
for,
expert.
Bodily fluids
That's
is
the
going
name of
is
it,
the ultraviolet's going to pick up on.
Wait, what are we
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about? Bodily fluids?
Uh-huh.
Gross.
Leave it to the
Wait,
doc.
what are you going in fucking apartments or hotels or something? What the hell? I thought
Prison
that's not
cells.
that's not paranormal.
Well,
Black
prison
lights.
That's
cells.
just like
Yeah.
disgusting. That's
Yeah,
just like
Prison
jacking
cells,
it.
you never know. Hospitals.
Yeah.
Just what I want to see.
Gross.
100-year-old sperm.
Yeah.
We're picking something up here. Sorry.
One final question here. Well,
Yeah.
unless you guys got another question. But what my final question is, what was the farthest you've ever traveled to do an investigation? That was a good one, huh? Got the guest stumped.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Nice.
Right now, I would say it's Waverly Hills up
I
in
love that
Louisville,
place.
Kentucky.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
scary
So
place.
We were there last year. We've actually got another investigation down middle of Mississippi in May. So
Typical.
that may be farther.
wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
It's,
Now, do you document that, or you post that on your page?
We do. We post our evidence out on Facebook.
Oh man.
Nice.
We just haven't. We've took the holidays
Mississippi.
off, so there's not a lot out there right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's pretty
But yeah,
cool.
once we actually had an investigation this past weekend at an old hotel in North Carolina, and so we've been going through the evidence this week. So hopefully in the next week or two we should have some evidence up from that.
Very
Now,
cool.
how
Now,
do you,
is this?
how do you
oh,
get
sorry.
these gigs? Are
Yeah.
you called on? How do you get these assignments? I mean,
And
do
do
people
people pay
call
you?
you and say, "Can you come investigate"?
It depends. For like home investigations, yes, we typically get referred to somebody. Somebody will say, "Hey, I know so and so. They've been talking about it." We can reach out to them, see if they're interested. Some people are excited at first, and then they don't want you to do it. Some people don't want to know what's there.
Right.
So do you
God, ignorance is
charge by?
bliss. I love that.
Yeah. How do you charge? How do you charge?
don't.
Like, do you,
We don't charge.
Or you don't charge?
No,
Oh,
we don't
wow.
charge. And the way we look at it, if you're going to pay me to find something, I'm going to find something.
Yeah, you can
Gotcha.
rip people
Wow.
off
Gotcha.
left
You know
and
it.
right. Why don't you
Hmm.
shit, do that?
I mean, you can still have integrity and be
At least
paid.
you'd be turning fuck integrity. Cash.
No,
money.
it's
Cash.
There's
money.
plenty of idiots out there who are going to
Unfortunately,
pay you. I
unfortunately,
got a
it's kind
ghost
of an
in my
expensive
house.
habit.
I think I got a ghost. I got to
Yeah.
maybe it's a
That's
fucking
I think that's cool, man. That's cool. Super
Yeah.
cool.
But
That
that,
is-
that's
If
just
I'm
kind of
giving
how
you my
the team
time, I'm
is.
getting paid.
If
I'll come investigate your house.
if you're going to pay me to find something, I guarantee you I'm going to find something.
Man, right on. If you're
It-
just joining us, we have Marty Bonington, United States Marine and paranormal investigator. We had a question that came in. What's your Facebook address for the paranormal investigator? How can people follow you or get more information?
You can look at us on Facebook. You can either search Paranormal Research Ghost Investigations or PRGI Team.
Nice. Very nice. Now, Marty,
Cool.
you going to stick around with us? We have a pretty hot topic tonight around for the roundtable. So
Sure, let's do
right
it.
on. All right. So that was Marty Bonington. If you have more questions, please go ahead, post your comments as the show goes on. Now, tonight's topic is pretty controversial because I know it started a debate here at the Spaniard Castle, and that topic is the draft. Right? There was a ruling that had been passed earlier this week that said that it was only male only. But my question now, the topic for tonight is, should that be open to all, men and women? So I'm going to start with Ogre first to get his thought on this, on this draft thing. So Ogre, take it away.
It should be open to children.
Children too. I think
Freaking Ogre.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, back in the old days.
No,
right?
no. I was thinking about like
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yes. So let's see. The Pentagon said that it's okay. They removed a restriction for the women folk to be in combat MOSs and areas, right?
Right.
Okay. So then if there's a draft or selective service and women can go into combat, then why would there be a separation between men only getting drafted?
Right.
So it's seems pretty clear cut to me.
Clear cut.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. There you go. Doc, what are your thoughts?
What Rajesh said.
Hell yeah! If they're all screaming about all this equality. Well, here's your equality. Join the military. Be drafted.
Well, wait a second. Ogre said no one's screaming equality.
No one's
Is that
really
true?
screaming about it. It just sort of came up, but I mean,
there's
no.
all these social
Considering there hasn't been a draft
warriors
since
always
Nixon was
screaming
president.
that males and females are not equal.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Doc LaRouche over here. I
Show
forgot
me
about
the inequality.
that. All right, settle down there, Rand Doc.
Easy.
Take it easy.
Now, Devil Dog. I mean,
Ogre, you're just
you
from
have
a different time.
you have daughters, just like I have.
There
daughters.
is no draft. There hasn't
Yes.
been, it's not going to be an issue.
No, well, before we even
Well,
get
there
to
could
that
be.
issue, before we
Well,
get to
if
that
there
issue,
is, then
I wanted to
get
get
them in
Devil Dog's take. Now, what is your thought on all this?
I'd say absolutely. Yes. If
For opening up
women-
to all,
open it up to all women and men. I mean, if
Okay.
women want to go out there and get an MOS that's going to get them into combat, God bless them. Go out there and do what you got to do. Why limit it to just men?
Yeah.
There's a lot of strong women out there, and I'm not going to discriminate by saying, oh, they're too weak, they're too soft. Hey, there's some strong women out there. If they want to get into combat, as long as they don't get my 2 daughters, go for it.
Yeah.
'Cause my daughters ain't going to no damn war.
Yeah, that's what Trophy Wife said. Like, why we don't want our daughters to go to war. Well, we don't want our sons. That's been a topic.
Either.
For a long time. Before we go to our next point on that, we're going to go to Marty. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree with you guys. I equal opportunity across the board.
Yeah.
Marty,
I
do you
don't-
think Ghost should be drafted?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I think some of them probably
I
would.
mean, yeah,
Good
why
bit.
not? Use every-
Oh shit, that'd be like Return of the King.
Exactly.
Whoa. That's deep.
We'd have the
That's very
Ghost
nice.
Battalion,
Hell
Ghost
yeah.
Recon with real
Yeah.
ghosts.
Most powerful army on earth.
Devil Dog,
Very
tell your
nice.
wife not to
we
watch
would
this
be
episode.
unstoppable.
I'll tell her.
Nice. Now, again, going back to the whole draft thing, going back with the equality. Now, Ogre, I know you said it was cut and dry, but
It is.
the debate is still there. Is in terms of a comment was made by Joel said, "What if you identify as a woman?" The whole transgender
LGBTQ?
thing. Yeah, it all comes
Okay.
back into that picture. Does that really have a bearing?
That has
on
no
this?
bearing
I don't
on
have
it.
a
As
problem
long as
with
you
that.
can, as long as you can identify with a
rifle?
rifle and point it in the right direction,
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
you're okay.
So I think we're all in agreement on that part. It doesn't matter if you could
We
point
don't
Joel's
have a
just-
problem with
Joel's
that.
just- Joel's just trying to bait you. Just ignore him.
Yeah, drafting Ghost. We have a comment from Gene that drafting Ghost would be awesome. So yeah, I think so.
told you. Unless the commies or whoever were fighting now, the North Koreans had like a platoon with those what were those things in Ghostbusters?
The oh come on Marty, you got to help us out here. You know that where you can't
plasma
Don't cross the streams.
the
Plasma.
Oh
God.
yeah.
Whatever
That's
they
it.
are.
There you go.
The plasma reticulators
Proton
or
pack
whatever.
or something.
Proton.
There he
Yeah.
is. There you go.
Proton
See,
packs.
he's the expert in that.
Yeah.
See, then
See,
you have some trouble.
what did you think of the newer version of the Ghostbusters, the female version, Marty? What did you think about that?
I liked it.
Stupid.
You
I
liked it,
liked it.
Doc? You didn't like it?
No.
To be fair, I
Devil
didn't even watch it, but I
Oh,
refused to watch it.
Why did
Why
you
Proton
ruin a
pack
good
would-
movie with females?
Would a proton pack work on one of those like Japanese female water ghosts, like
Oh, like the
from,
Ring.
like the Ring? Would those- would
Yeah.
that
No,
have
the
some sort
Grudge.
of-
The Grudge.
The Grudge.
Yeah. Yeah, Marty, is there any truth to that? Now, the Japanese got that story great, The Grudge. Do you find that if there was a tragic, horrific event that happened there is a strong presence? Is that true to that? Is there any truth to that?
Not necessarily. Not all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Okay.
Not
So
all the
why
time.
so
And
why
that-
so why is it that when realtors say, you have to disclose, or they always say, don't say anybody that died here because it might not sell right. Is that why, or what do you think
No,
that is?
because people are stupid. That's why
I-
I'd be on that like a white on rice. I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Knock off an extra
I think there's
80K.
a stigma that goes with it, that
Yeah.
something tragic happened there, and maybe people feel that it could just be bad luck in that house, and they don't want to be part of it. Not necessarily that it's haunted, but that there's just something wrong with that house, and they don't want to be a part of it.
That could be trying to get out of a lease, maybe, or I've tried. I'll have to try that one.
There you go.
Man. All right. Well, we have another question from Joel. No, we're going back to the whole drafting again. We're talking about, he's asking about the non-existent draft or the selective service registration. My thing is, if there was a draft, if something happened, because right now, who knows? We got Venezuela. There's things brewing over there in South America. We still got stuff going on in the Middle East. Who knows? I think there could be a potential down the road where we may need to increase our forces. So, is the draft the right answer to that? I don't know. And is that open to everybody? So that's something that's going to have to really come into question when that time comes. But I don't know.
Well,
I hope it never
if
does.
the time comes, I would hope that people would join, so we wouldn't have to have a draft. But if they don't, I mean, we have to protect our own by any
Right.
means necessary. So people are going to go to war. People are going to die. There's no way around it.
But here's my question to you, Doc. What if it's someplace
Mr.
far
Happy.
away? Yeah, Mr. Happy. What if it's someplace else, right? What if we have to deploy people to Venezuela, for example? Let's say that shit gets out of control and we have to send people there.
I don't think we should be the world's police, if that's
Okay,
what you're
well, there we
asking.
go.
If someone
Right,
directly
exactly.
attacks us, and which would be the only reason why we would probably have a draft, like another superpower coming at us, yeah, we need everybody to fight that we can.
Oh. Okay.
Even send Steve and his coke guys out there.
Yeah, hey
Yeah,
Steve,
all of
I
them.
saw your post. Sorry, Siren's not here.
Don't we need like 6 guys to fly drones and just kick the shit out of everybody?
I don't think that works.
Does?
Yeah, how many people does it take to fly a drone?
tell that to those fuckers in Iraq that drones don't work.
Well, yeah, tell that to Russia and the Afghanistan that held
We
them
ain't worried about them. We got the
off for-
Germans on our side. We get the Germans pissed off. They don't fuck around.
I just got a sitrep report or a sitrep that Corbin says that 00 was with him at an
Corbin
Outback in
Burnson?
Lafayette.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who
Oh, wait,
knows?
it's not his daughter, is it? I'm not being
No,
mean to the guy's
I hope
daughter.
not. I hope
Yeah.
not. Corbin
All right.
Badger. I don't know. But anyway. All right. Well, we're getting close to another end of a Friday night.
What?
We had
So soon.
man. We
I
have
want to hear more ghost stories.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to say. We're going to head back over to Marty. He was our guest tonight. Again, U.S. Marine and paranormal investigator. A couple more questions that popped up while we were talking here. Now, when you go out on these investigations, is there a limit on how many people go? Is there like a team count on this? Like how many people it is needed to be a team?
Right.
It really depends on where we're going. If we're doing a house, then we try to keep it 2 to 3 people, just because
That's nasty.
you just you don't want 10 people in a house. But our team is only 5 people, so we're not a big team. If we're some of the bigger places like your Waverly Hills, they charge they charge like a flat rate for up to a certain amount of people. So places like that, they're always charging you to go there.
Wow.
So
Wow.
when we went to Waverly Hills last year, we actually went with another team just to split the cost. I mean,
Wait, so you're doing the investigation and they're charging you?
exactly.
To investigate?
What sense does that
Exactly. It's an expensive habit.
How much?
Okay, but were you
if
able to
can-
capture ghosts,
Yeah. Do you get?
whether it's EVPs or whatever?
Let me answer that for you, Devil Dog. No, they didn't capture any ghosts.
Yes,
No,
they
we didn't
did.
capture any ghosts.
No,
We
they
didn't
got
bring any back with
EVPs or
Let me
stuff
see
like
it.
that.
Devil Dog, let me break it to you.
Pull that out,
No
Marty.
one-
Let me see the ghost.
No one has
That's it.
captured any ghost ever. There's no.
I will
recorded
capture a ghost.
No,
That's
okay.
what I will do.
Hey, he's with the NYPD. They can capture
Man, I
anybody.
If you
Capture
do, you'll
anything.
probably be a billionaire overnight.
Ghosts don't wear vests. Bullets go right through them too.
Oh, we have a question from our Coke guy, Marty. He says, once you encounter a ghost, what's the next step?
Really?
Do you talk to them or
too.
You know,
something?
it really depends. Sometimes, a lot of times, you don't even know that you're encountering anything. We don't actually hear a voice until we're reviewing the evidence later on in the night.
Oh,
Now, if we happen to have other equipment out and we see that we're getting an interaction with the equipment, then we'll start questioning and trying to carry on a conversation with whatever's there and try to ask like pointed questions where it's kind of like yes or no stuff that they can respond to with the equipment that we have.
okay.
But
It's gotta be
but
like
a lot
yes
of
or no
times,
kind of a thing, right?
yeah, because are you male? Are you female?
Why not
Yeah.
just use a Ouija board? They can answer you any way they want.
Nah, we try to stay away from
That's
those.
what I was thinking.
See, Doc.
We used the Ouija board in North Carolina.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
That's
I
what
do
Yeah, we
remember
did.
that. I do remember that. Maybe that's why I'm cursed.
Were you,
Yeah.
were you,
That's
were you
it.
summoned a
12-year-old
guy
gir-
named
Were you
Zach.
12-year-old girls at the time? You were using a Ouija board?
That's right. Yeah,
Hey.
we were in
That
the
was at
Marine
the beach
barracks.
house.
Yeah, we
I
were at
need
the
to-
beach
I need to get
house.
on I need a new group here. I gotta.
We were wearing our PT
God.
green skivvies and shirtless.
Yeah.
It was quite the
Ooh,
ordeal.
stop it! Are you moving it? No, you're moving it. No, I felt you moving it.
Ogre's
Stiff
a
as a board,
non-believer.
light as a
Don't listen
feather.
to
Stiff
him.
as a board, light as a feather.
Light as a feather, stiff as a ball.
Candyman. Yeah. Call me a pussy. I still won't talk in a
Very
mirror.
worse.
in
Oh,
the
I'm dark.
dark.
not gonna say it the third time. I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm not
Give me
doing
a
it.
fucking break. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's another. I got a question from our text line.
I'll be fucking
Is-
kidding me.
Why do most ghost investigators always do it in the dark? Like,
Oh, that is a good question. Why don't they come out
That
during
is
the
an
day?
excellent question.
why can't you put the
Ghosts
lights
I don't
on?
think ghosts care what time of day it is, do they?
Or is it? Yeah.
A lot of times in the dark, you don't have as much shadow play. Whereas,
shadow
you've got, when you have the outside light coming in,
Yeah.
trees moving around can make it will look like shadows,
I could
things
see
like
that.
that. So you try to take as much light out of it.
No,
as
I
you
just
can.
always thought that the sun was putting off so much radiation that it was interfering with the equipment and stuff. But
No.
that was just me.
No.
No,
See?
I guess I'm wrong.
Because when it's pitch black, there's really nothing else.
And your mind
that
also
you can
plays
see.
tricks on you in the pitch black.
Yeah.
It could.
And then the night vision look, that green look, just looks very
That looks cool than just having
Cool.
like bright sunlight when
yeah.
you're
I
videotaping.
think
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
I
I
like
guess
that.
it gives it the more creepy, eerie factor.
What's
Well,
that?
yeah.
Did you hear that?
What's that?
So do you believe in that Annabelle doll? Is that a true thing?
I don't know.
That shit scares the shit out of me, man.
Really?
Yeah.
It
Oh, I don't
does?
fuck with no dolls.
Oh, there we go. Guess what you're
No.
gonna get for Christmas,
He doesn't fuck with
Delta?
those.
Hey,
Yeah,
don't be
guess-
sending
yeah.
me no dolls, man.
You're
gonna
getting
send
a
you a
special
shitload of fucking
delivery.
What's wrong with dolls?
What do you not fuck with?
That
Just
shit
Send your
scares
dolls
me,
to
man.
care of Devil Dog,
Just doll heads.
care of
No, that
NYPD
scares
Bronx
me. Do not send me dolls, man.
Just the fucking box
Things are
full.
evil.
Put your
Send
dolls
your
in
You
the
don't
Raggedy
have
Ann
time
doll.
to your tops around here.
Those things are evil and they're scary, man.
we have another
Jesus.
ghost or another ghost.
If
we have
you're
another.
if you're a fucking ghost, why would you want to hang around in like a fucking hills of Kentucky or somewhere? I mean, even if you died there, if you were in
Have you
prison
been
and
to
you're a
Kentucky?
prison ghost, and you could go off and like explore the fucking
Exactly.
netherworld
I mean,
and
that's-
whatever, why the fuck are you hanging out there
That-
talking to
that's-
some dude walking through with his infrared camera?
That's
What'd you say?
that's why we're
Are
doing
you a
it.
male or female? Fuck off.
Get me some White
I'm going off to
Castles.
talk to Jimi Hendrix or something.
Right?
Oh yeah,
That's where I would be.
that is a good idea. Yeah,
That's-
that's,
you know, that's why we do it.
Man.
We want
That is a good
So you,
question.
without a doubt, believe in paranormal activity, ghosts, demons, etc.
No, what now? I'm sorry.
So you, without a doubt, believe in ghosts, I imagine. Yes.
I believe there's something there. Yes.
So then,
I
do you believe in higher powers then?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good question, Doc. Getting all
That's a deep one.
philosophical.
What about mummies?
Man.
I tell you
Those are
what, the
kinda
Black
like
Sheep
ghosts.
Bravo crew's gonna go ghost hunting. Screw it.
Yeah, I
We're
think
going
you know what?
ghost
I'd like to
hunting.
come down there and visit.
Marty,
if that's
look
a
at this
plan.
up,
Pass.
Marty.
You guys,
We'll
you
join
guys
you.
do this on
Yeah.
your own.
Yeah.
There's
No,
some
you're
places
going
up there
with
we
us.
can hit.
I tell
But
you
I
what,
know
you
Gary
guys can come
has-
to my apartment building, and I will charge you, and you can investigate the whole building. How's that sound? I'm gonna do that. You know what? You could come to my work too. I got a bus barn. You know what? There's people that committed suicide in the building, so those ghosts are probably there. So you can come up
Really?
to the building, and I'll charge you a nominal fee, and you can investigate away after hours, of course, because it'll be dark and spooky, and you can use your infrared.
Okay.
What a non-believer, man.
Yeah,
There you go.
I can
Double
dig
dog.
it.
That's double for you.
Oh man. Okay. Very nice.
Doesn't get
Very
the Friends
nice.
family discount, I take it.
What about
Yeah.
what about specters? What's the difference between a specter and a ghost
Or a banshee.
Ooh.
or a
Ooh, that's a
spirit
good question.
Or a poltergeist.
or a zombie? Well, no,
Right.
zombies are reanimated
Yeah,
bodies, so
zombies.
that doesn't count. That's undead.
Yeah.
What about leprechauns?
Is there a class you have to take? That's another question that
Class?
came up here. A class.
What?
No.
You know, to know
Trump
the
University, ghost hunting
Trump University.
101.
Okay.
Trump. That's
Yeah.
it.
There
Good
it
to
is.
know. Maybe people
Yeah.
want to go.
What about the Loch Ness monster?
All right,
What
so
about
we
it?
got to get Ogre
That's
to
not a
go
ghost.
to a ghost adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get over
Why?
there. We'll have to get him. I
You
know.
don't believe in it, man.
We're gonna kit you
Okay.
up. We're gonna put you in some
I'm a
S&M
believer.
gear, just
You-
so that we can.
You know what scares me?
What's that?
Bills. That's what,
Bills scare you. Yeah. No, I hear you.
Mm,
like
Yeah.
somebody being sick in my family.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is good.
You know what?
Oh,
When I
man.
die, I'm gonna haunt the shit out of you, Ogre.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Have
Right
at
to your
it.
freaking house too.
Oh, let me ask you this, Marty. Is there like a convention that you go to, like an annual or?
I bet there is. I bet there's a lot of them.
There are a
gotta
bunch of
be.
them. I've never been to one.
You've never been to one because
No.
that'd be
And you
interesting
could set
to
up
see.
a booth for a nominal fee, and you could sell your shit to other people for nominal fees.
Okay. What would
They
you sell?
do
Over?
have them. They do. They
Wow.
do have a bunch of them.
Get your
That is cool.
spectrometer adjusted for $50.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
here's
man.
my last question. What's the most expensive piece of equipment that you have, and what is it?
Great question there,
Oh,
Doc.
nice.
Are you talking to me or?
No, not you. I know you're pretty cheap, Ogre.
You don't want to know about my equipment.
Hmm.
Let's see.
That,
you.
spirit box.
I mean, the spirit box wasn't that much.
Ovilus.
The
Oh,
most
wasn't it
expensive
that?
thing was probably
I don't
our
even know what you guys are
our
talking about.
cameras.
I
Cameras.
know my stuff.
You know, we bought a 4-camera setup, and then I had to buy a ton of wires to go with it. That was probably $600-700
What?
for that
Wow.
stuff.
No.
Can't you
But
just get like a ghost catcher at a fair for like $50? Wouldn't that get them?
I wish.
A ghost catcher.
Hmm.
And you
What's
know
that?
them Native American art.
Oh,
things
that's a
people
dream
hung around
catcher.
there.
Dream catcher.
Dream catcher. I thought it was a ghost
Learn your
catcher.
Native American history, sir.
Yeah, come on
Man,
now.
We
Come
took
on,
care of
Ogre.
them. Us whiteys took care of them a few hundred years ago. So I don't know. I got it.
God.
That's right. That's right. Doc's with me. We get our khaki pants and our.
We don't think
We're all
kindly.
set.
So let me ask you this, Marty. This is I know I said I had a last question, but this is more related to the equipment because can you use that equipment for other things? Like does it have to be used for ghost investigating? Can you use it for other stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We like we have one of those. It's like a FLIR, but the real purpose of it was for like plumbing to find leaks and things like that.
Oh wow, okay.
Things
Wow.
like that. The K2 meters that we have are for electromagnetic fields, and that's really good for just looking. You can see power surges throughout your house.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
See,
Okay.
loose wires, things like that. So, yeah, it can definitely be repurposed for other items.
And let me ask. I mean, because I know my wife. I mean that element of that fear. I mean, that's they're being scared. That's a good emotion or a good way to spend an evening. I mean, I instead of sitting at home watching whatever, you can go out and just kind of get the shit scared out of you. Kind of puts a little things in.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's and you're
fun.
constantly on edge because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I could dig it. Have you ever had to change your underwear
No.
during an investigation?
No.
Well, that's good. All
Has
right.
there ever been a place that you just left because you felt unsafe?
No.
Ooh,
Oh, good question.
Ooh.
damn, Doc.
Nope.
I dig it. Yeah, that is some interesting stuff. I
See,
may
the
so
first
know.
thing that popped up that I would notice, I'd leave immediately. I wouldn't
Oh,
want to
so
stay
would I.
around.
Now
Yeah.
I'd be like, nope, I'm gone. Bye. Sorry I bothered you. See you
we
later.
So
when
would
we
I.
were at the plantation house up in Kentucky,
Mhm.
we did a set where each person would go in the house by themselves.
Oh, hell no.
And I went downstairs and I was down there and I was in they call it the summer kitchen. And so I was down there by myself and everybody else was outside watching me on the camera. And all of a sudden I heard like this knocking sound coming towards me. And I just kept sitting there. I was like, are you guys hearing this shit? Are you guys hearing this? And they're like, we can see you. It looks like there's a shadow behind you. And I was like, oh, hell no.
Oh,
But that was
no.
like
Run the hell out of there.
That was our
Yeah.
second investigation. I was like, well, but I had to man up and I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I think for me it's just the
Too
dark.
much.
Being in the
Too much.
dark and just being spooked, like just not so much, scare, but like if something hits me, like that would be kind of startling because you're in the
Oh, yeah.
dark. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be
Absolutely.
startled, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you just hear Spaniard, and he'd be like, ah!
That's it. I'm shooting.
Exactly.
I'll ask questions later.
That's right.
Fucking wake up and you see fucking Chucky doll around the corner.
Yeah.
No.
Hell
fuck
no,
Chucky.
man.
Wow.
Come on, Devil Dog. That's a stretch. That's a movie.
Hey, Chucky for
Chucky,
real,
it was
man.
funny, though. It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, but
Me
now
too.
it's just funny.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, another Friday night is upon us, and we had a great show. We had a great guest, Marty Bonington, again from
Thank you
a
guys so
paranormal
much.
investigator. So now, if people wanted to, to learn more about you, they could just go to your Facebook page. Is there a
Absolutely.
website, or is that's the best place to go? Is that
The
is that
Facebook page.
Excellent. Very cool. All right. Well, Rajesh, go ahead and cue us up here for final thoughts. We're going to go around the table one last time to get our final thoughts. And before we do that, too, a couple reminders. Don't forget Monday. We have another Monday Motivation, March edition. It's at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern. You get to see beautiful Ogre here and talk about what the hot topics of the weekend were.
Ooh.
And we're going to be working still on Beyond the Thin Blue Line with Devil Dog, so keep an eye open for that. So,
That show ever
Rajesh,
gonna
take it.
start or what? Jesus.
Yeah, no shit, huh? So, take us away there,
Been
Rajesh.
promoting this thing. Physical. Hey, why are we playing that in here? What's going on?
Because we're going to start with you tonight, Ogre.
Did I miss a production meeting or something?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Just a
you
little
did.
bit. Because you are no longer going after Devil Dog. That was my mistake last week. So
I
you're going to go
said,
first from now on.
Yeah. Oh, good. I got to make up I should have made up another fucking animal shelter on fire or something. Rescue.
That's it.
Jesus. All right, what are we doing now? Final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
No,
Yeah,
no
final
funny.
thoughts.
No, we're not getting any more of them fake emails from the fake fans that we get. None of those. No sex position. No nothing.
We're still waiting for some people to.
Not
Just have to
Wait
Waiting
work
for
on
some
so.
more to come in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm completely and mentally drained after this episode. More
Really?
so, I am just
You're
shocked at Devil
possessed.
Dog's
I enjoyed
fear
it,
of
man.
everything.
Hey, come on, stop it. Marty, you're the man, bro.
He's a religious man. Praise Jesus.
I'm not going to watch that on TV because I might get bad juju in my house.
I don't blame him.
That's
Anyway.
right, man.
What do we
His
got?
neighbor-
There's
meanwhile,
no-
his neighbor's sacrificing chickens and what have you. And
Well, yeah. And then you got
No, it's goats.
Steve
Goats.
running his coke, and you got a goddamn detective right there next door. Some
hey,
fine
Joe
detective
Boo
working
needs a
around.
refill. Yeah.
Seriously, my final thought, I guess, if you're on the ghost, find someplace better to hang around than a Civil War cemetery. And if you are still alive, don't come up with schemes to rip people off.
Oh, there you go.
That's worse, especially old people.
Nice.
Find something else to
Yeah.
do. Get a
Yeah.
job.
Kids. Go after kids.
Don't. Yeah. No. What? Don't go. That's a good quote. You need to put that on a T-shirt, there, Spaniard. Go after kids. All right. Don't be dicks. And
Don't be dicks.
there you go. Don't sweat
That's
the
it.
small stuff and watch my stupid show on Monday. It's a hoot.
It's a hoot. Roger that. All right. Devil Dog from the Bronx.
Well, you know what? I enjoyed this show. Marty, thank you for coming. You have been a
Thanks for
great
inviting me.
guest, and I appreciate what you do, brother. I believe in it. I don't care what Ogre says.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, when I bought this house, we blessed it because I didn't want no ghosts in this freaking house.
Okay.
Mhm.
That'll
And
do it.
also,
Hell yeah.
we got to plug in. Hey, if you were one of those lucky viewers
Oh, yeah.
and
Forgot
you
about
get some subscribers, you can get this $50 Amazon gift card.
that. Yeah.
So I want to throw it out there to our viewers. Stevie, if you can get us some subscribers,
5.
The
Give us
most
5
subscribers?
subscribers.
50 beans, brother, 50 beans from Amazon, from
Wow.
us at Black Sheep Bravo.
You're a hell of a pitch man, Devil Dog. I gotta hand it to you. Good job.
I know what I'm doing, brother.
Just
And as
give
always-
me a bit of cancer, Stan.
Always wear your freaking vest.
Roger that.
It's in your hand.
There you go. Doc from the PA.
Yo, hey. So the only thing I got is people are watching you no matter where you're at. Just be cognizant of that. People are always watching. That's all I got.
Oh, very nice.
That chick picking her ass really stuck with you, didn't it?
Yeah, no shit, huh?
Disturbing. No, it wasn't the fact that she was like picking her ass. It was the fact that she smelled it too.
Really?
Well, you know,
Mm.
Gross.
just to make sure everything's on the.
She
up and
needed
up.
to find out if she needed to purchase some Activia. Sometimes
Yeah.
that
Maybe.
bacteria.
I don't know, but
Activia. Speaking of which, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Activia Bacteria Colon Cleanse. So for women that got the shits, buy this product.
If you don't have the shits, it's if you're plugged up.
Yeah, there you have it. Well, thank you.
There
you
you
for
go.
that, Doc. All right. All right, and last but certainly not least, our guest for tonight, Marty Bonington. Any final thoughts for us there, brother?
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a blast, guys.
Wow, there you go. Hey, no, it's been a blast here. Now, for those of you guys, if you guys didn't catch this earlier, it's been a long time since I've seen Marty. So this was a great kind of reunion. It goes to show that don't be afraid to pick up the phone or text or what have you and reach out to people who you haven't seen in a while. So that's my final thought is,
Amen.
make sure you reach out, say hi. Doesn't hurt.
don't
you never
have
know
sex
what
with
might-
ghosts.
And yeah, don't have sex with ghosts because that could come back and bite you.
Oh yeah, that's
It
what I
might.
forgot. Now, Marty, did you ever have a ghost jump in you and you were doing work making pottery with fucking Whoopi Goldberg? Did that ever come about?
Freaking Ogre,
Yeah.
man.
Or have you reenacted that scene at least once in the
Not yet.
No. Oh, see, that would be my first thing that I would do. That's gonna be that's my bucket list right there. So.
To all our gold listeners, go to Ogre's house right now and scare the shit out of him.
Bad.
There you have it.
I'll
All
be waiting.
right, folks. Thank you so much again for watching. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. And if you missed tonight's episode, you could go ahead and watch it on our Facebook channel as well as our YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell 5 friends because we are moving up here. So we have that contest going. $50 Amazon gift card. Hey, we got it. We're trying to give something away. So don't let us fail our mission. So thanks again for watching. Rajesh, take us out, shall we? Rajesh? Did he fall asleep again? Son of a
He did
bitch.
not.
Damn it,
There we go.
Rajesh.
Have a great weekend. It's March. Spring is around the corner.
No, it isn't.
Yeah. I saw bathing suits already out. It's time. Spaniard, out.